Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be talking about warning signs from the universe that you should not ignore. So usually the sign starts repeating in our lives when the universe or your higher self or your spirit guides are reminding you that you need to change something about your behaviors, something about your habits, or something that you are doing in your daily life that is not supporting your vision for the future. Let's say that you have a certain vision for the future and you know what you need to do, but still here and there you distract yourself or you do something which is not supporting your mission, or you do something which is just not good for you. You will start receiving this kind of signs, and if we start reading them, if we truly pay attention to them, we will always be reminded what could be the best thing to do right at this moment. So the first truly important sign is that we start experiencing unexpected delays. They just keep rising. In all possible areas, we are waiting something and suddenly we find out that it will appear a bit later, it will come a bit later, and then we get into other areas of our lives and we recognize delays at those things as well. If unexpected delays keep rising, it's your sign that you should pay more attention to yourself. Start enjoying your life more often and stop depending on your outside world. Many times when we get too attached to people will start getting late in our lives, or we get too attached onto certain thing. For example, you order something somewhere, you buy something online, and then you are waiting it to come. And every time when we are waiting it feels like every single day there's a delay, like it should come tomorrow, but then tomorrow you will receive an email that it will come the next day, or it will just not appear, and delays are keep rising. It's because now you are getting too attached to all those material things, all those things around you, and you forgot about yourself. So it's your reminder to do something fun, to get yourself back onto that higher vibrational state where you stop expecting so many things that need to happen the way you want it to happen. Everything will unfold the way it needs to unfold, but pay more attention to yourself. Do something which uplifts your spirit. The second sign is that you have uneasy feeling in your stomach. This is really frequent sign for many people. Sometimes we get to a certain place where we just feel like we shouldn't be here. Sometimes we do something which we feel that we shouldn't do. Sometimes we talk with certain person, or when it comes to investing into something, we have that uneasy feeling, but we still do it. If we start listening what our body is telling to us, what our intuition or what our gut feeling is telling to us, we will stop ourselves before it's too late. So never ignore the uneasy feeling within your stomach. Some people would mistake it for fear, but it's not the same. When we're afraid of something, if we truly pay attention, we will recognize that that fear is made by our thoughts. It's made up by a certain story that we've created or we've heard. But the uneasy feeling within our stomach, it's when our body is reminding us about something, or the soul is reminding you about something. So pay close attention to that. The third sign is that certain roadblocks and challenges keep rising. Usually this starts happening when we get too far into a wrong direction. So we start experiencing more challenges and more things starts falling apart and more things starts going wrong. Again, it's a powerful reminder. If you're experiencing more and more challenges, and it feels like those challenges are keep rising, all those bad things are constantly repeating, and they are repeating even more frequently than ever before, this is your sign that you should stop for a moment. And you should reflect a little bit your life, especially the recent decisions you've made. And ask yourself, will this path lead you to your wanting destination? Or you're doing it because you want to please somebody? Or you're doing it because you want fast results? Or you're doing it because you've lost yourself? Truly ask yourself, what are you doing at that present moment? Because many times when people start experiencing those frequent challenges, they truly start forcing themselves, and they put all of their energy, all of them, their power into overcoming those challenges. But challenges are keep rising because you're walking the path which is just not the best one for you. Every single moment we can choose the destination in which we will go. And if we follow our intuition, if we follow our heart, everything should happen with ease. And of course we will experience challenges. We will experience some roadblocks. But there's a difference when there's a challenge and we feel like it's a good challenge. It's a challenge which will teach us something. And we can recognize when there are challenges which are actually reminding us that maybe you should turn into another direction. Maybe you are losing yourself. So we can only find the difference by in-tuning within our intuition and following our feelings. Because many times when the universe is showing to you this kind of signs, many people think like they are under a certain curse or like everything is working against them. But actually everything is working for you. You just need to recognize, well, if so many roadblocks and challenges are consistently rising, it's a great sign that maybe you just need to slow down a little bit and again think about your goals. Think about your inspirations. Think about what you truly want to experience. And ask yourself, is what are you doing right now truly supportive to you? The next sign, a warning sign from the universe, is that you're getting into frequent fights. So usually it's happening when we are under a great amount of stress. So every little single thing can trigger us to be angry, or to be afraid, or to be frustrated, or whatever, you know. If we're getting into frequent fights, it's a great reminder from the universe that you should calm the stress out of your body. You should release the negative energy from your body. You should shake it off and do something actively. You know, do a workout, go for a run, do a yoga, or any kind of a practice, a physical practice, which fits you, which feels good to you. Do it because it will help you to shake off the negative energy which is present within your body, and that negative energy is always attracting more fights into your life. So if you're getting into frequent fights in your daily lives, this is your warning sign from the universe that you have a lot of negative energy within your body. So when we say a negative energy, it means that there's a lot of stored emotions within us, stored anger or stored frustration or stored envy, or maybe it's a byproduct of comparing ourselves with others or of judging others. And we should shake it off. We should again take care of our values, and we should pay attention so we could get our actions and behaviors back to the equal vibration of our values. So pay attention to that. Remember that all the fights that are happening in your life, those can be emotional fights or arguings or whatever. It's not a bad thing. It's more like a reminder that when you will become more kind to yourself, your environment will become kinder to yourself as well. So pay attention to that. Another warning sign from the universe is that you can't sleep properly. It's again because there's a lot of stress within your body. And maybe you're forgetting about taking time for yourself. If you're having busy days, it's important to also take a lot of time to have those peaceful moments for yourself, where you will put yourself at the first place and you will say, well, right now I will meditate for 30 minutes and I will journal my thoughts down. I will cleanse my heart. I will release my emotional blocks. I will do something which is good for you. Take a hot bath or walk in the nature or play a little bit. Do something joyful, do something playful, uplift your spirit. Do something creative, draw, paint, dance, that's what is raising up our energy. When we forget about that part of ourselves, we will get too stressed. We'll get stressed out and our energy will go out of balance. That's why we can't sleep properly. Have you noticed that when you go to vacation and you have truly beautiful times there, you are sleeping like a baby. But then you get back home, you go to work or you do other things, and again you can't sleep properly. It's because our energy goes out of balance. And we all have that capacity to balance the energy. We have the power to balance the energy. We just need to take care of all aspects of our lives. Yes, it's important to work. If you want to work hard on something because you want to create great results, it's all okay. But also then work hard on your meditation. Take time for your meditation. Take time for your spirit, for your soul. Nurture your soul the way you want to be nurtured. You will see how powerful it can be, how well you will feel. And the last warning sign that I want to mention here today is you keep getting sick. This is again a frequent sign for people which are always under stress and they're not taking care of their bodies. This is where the body is saying, I have enough of this. Let's take a break. I remember when I still had my last job before I went on the path that I'm walking now. I was never taking a vacation at that time because I was saving money, so later I could quit my job and I could start my own journey. And I remembered at some point my body was really tired and I said I will not take a vacation because I need to save money. And a few days later I got sick and I was sick for exactly 3 days. 3 days was enough for me to get the right rest that I needed. And after those 3 days I was like new again. I get back to job and everything was okay. But our body will always tell us, if you're not listening to it, it will force you to listen to it. Because your body is your vehicle. If you're taking it for granted, you're forgetting about how sacred it is. So always listen your body. If you need a rest, if you need to make some changes in your environment, if you need to separate yourself from everything that is happening because you need some peaceful time for yourself, do it. It's your time. Use it. Because it's truly important to recognize that. I can see many times in the comments when people are struggling because they say like, oh, my life is really hard. Nothing is working for me. I'm trying so many things, but nothing is working. It's because we place all of our energy onto our physical experience of life, onto that matter, everything which we can see around us. We get identified by everything that is around us, and we forgot about ourselves. Everything starts within us. How can we experience greater changes in our lives if we are not taking care of ourselves at the first place? You will see, when you will start taking greater care for yourself, I know that many of you are already doing that, and I'm truly proud of you. When we start taking care of ourselves, we start meditating, we start reading books, we start expressing our unique self, our energy starts rising, our awareness starts expanding, we become more creative, and we can see more details in our lives. Once we see more details, we also see more opportunities. When we see more opportunities, we start to deciding, well, what's more important? Is it my job or is it my dreams? And that's the point where people start developing their dreams so they can make a living with what they truly love to do. And those are truly important moments in our lives, because at that point, we really start following our dreams and we say goodbye to our old self. So it doesn't mean that you should quit your job and start following your dreams. It just means that you need to take care, or you need to take more care for yourself. Truly, take a rest when you need it, meditate when you need it, go into nature when you need it. And you will see how slowly your energy will start changing, and you will become a happier person. You will become healthier, and suddenly you will have more energy to create. You will see more opportunities, and you will grab them, and your life will start changing. It all starts with you, and you are always responsible for your life. This is it, my friends. So before we end this beautiful message, I want to remind you that we are running a giveaway on my Instagram page, I Draw My Passion. You can win a free print of the painting Brave as a Lion. Go there and check it out. I'm wishing you all the best. We are running it until the end of January, so grab a chance. And till next time, I'm sending you all love, blessings, and lots of power. Have a beautiful creative day, and stay open for changes. Stay open for opportunities. And remember that the universe is going to bless you. Every time when you take time for yourself, every time when you open your heart, you will experience blessings from the universe. Always, my friends. One love.